Today, we're diving into something really cool from Thai astrology. It's a system that claims to find the perfect cosmic moment for, well, pretty much anything you can think of. It's called Reuk, and you can think of it as a kind of cosmic clock for your life. You know that feeling, right? You're about to launch a new project or maybe make a really big decision, and you just get stuck on that one question. Is now the right time? Well, believe it or not, this ancient system says it has an answer. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why timing is so important in the first place. Then, we'll get into how this cosmic clock actually works. We'll explore the 9 main energy groups, figure out what they all mean, and even see how this applies to your own personal horoscope. And finally, we'll wrap up with how to think about all this as a helpful tool, not a strict rule. Let's jump in. Okay, let's start with the big idea here. Imagine you're sailing a boat. You could try to muscle your way through choppy water, fighting the wind and the current the whole time. Or you could wait for the right moment, catch a favorable wind, and just glide to your destination. That's really the essence of this system, learning to read the cosmic currents to make everything you do just a little bit easier. And that system is called Reuk. At its heart, it's actually pretty simple. It all comes down to tracking one thing: the moon. Where the moon is in the sky at any given moment is believed to set the tone, the dominant energy for that specific time. And this isn't just some abstract, philosophical thing. It's super practical. People use Rezu to time huge life events, like, say, starting a business or getting married, to give themselves the best possible shot. But it gets even more specific, like finding the best moment to ask for a favor. And historically, it was even used to plan military campaigns. That's how seriously it was taken. All right, so how does this cosmic clock actually tick? What are the gears and levers? To get that, we have to start with its foundation, which are known as the 27 lunar mansions. So, just imagine the path the moon travels across the sky. Thai astrology slices that path up into 27 distinct sections, or zones. They're also called nakshatras. And figuring out which of those 27 zones the moon is currently hanging out in, that's the first most fundamental piece of this whole puzzle. Now, the moon moves fast. It spends about 24 hours in one zone, and then it's on to the next. What that means is the cosmic flavor of the day literally changes every single day. There's this constant rhythm, this daily shift in energy that, once you know what to look for, you can learn to work with. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Trying to memorize the unique qualities of 27 different zones sounds, well, impossible, right? But this is where the system gets really elegant, because it simplifies all of that complexity down. So you start with this number, 27. 27 different celestial zones, each with its own vibe. It seems like a lot to wrap your head around, doesn't it? But then it gets distilled into this much more manageable number, 9. Just 9 groups. This is the key that makes the entire system accessible and, actually usable. So here's the genius of it. Those 27 nakshatras are all sorted into one of these 9 bigger categories, or Reuk. Each of these 9 groups has its own distinct personality and purpose. So when the moon is in any of the zones within a particular group, the day takes on the energy of that specific Reuk. Much simpler, right? And this brings us to the fun part, the part you can actually use. What do these 9 groups actually mean? What are they good for? Let's decode them. First up, Trito Reuk, the asker. This is your perfect day for asking for that raise or trying to collect a debt. Then there's Mahatono Reuk, the millionaire. As you can guess, this is the one for big money moves, business launches, major construction, anything financial. Next, Joro Reuk, the robber. Now, I know, that name sounds intense, but it's not sinister. It's about taking bold, decisive action, seizing an opportunity that might not come again. Then we have Pumapalo Reuk, the guardian of the land, which is perfect for anything related to property. Buying a house, starting a farm. And last on this list, Tessatri Reuk, the wanderer, which is awesome for travel, foreign business, or anything in the entertainment industry. All right, moving on. We have Twi Reuk, the queen. This energy is all about beauty, romance, the arts. It's the absolute best time for a wedding. Then you've got Pechakot Reuk, the executioner. Again, a strong name, but think of it as the time for making a clean break or taking sharp, final action, like winning a court case. Next is Racha Reuk, the king. This is all about leadership and public life, a great time to take on a new leadership role. And finally, we have Samana Reuk, the monk.
And just like it sounds, this is the perfect time for quiet, peaceful activities like meditation, spiritual retreats, or any kind of religious ceremony. But here's the thing. Reuk isn't just about picking the right day to do something. It can also give you some incredible insights into your own personality and life path. The specific Reuk the moon was in when you were born can act as a kind of lifelong energetic signature. Let me show you what I mean with a couple of real-world examples. First, let's look at the chart of a civil servant whose career had them constantly moving from place to place. So we pull up their birth chart, and what do we find? The moon was in Tessitree Reuk. And remember what that one was? The Wanderer. The energy of travel, relocation, and foreign affairs. His life path was a perfect match for his birth Reuk. It's pretty amazing. Okay, let's do one more. This time, it's an executive who works for a huge property development company. And again, you just can't make this stuff up. We look at their chart, and their moon is in Pumpelo Reuk, the guardian of the land, which is all about real estate and construction. It's another one of these perfect alignments between a person's life and the astrological signature they were born with. So of course, you're probably wondering, okay, so what's my Reuk? The cool thing is, you can actually find out. If you go to a Thai astrology website like myhora.com, you just enter your birth date, time, and location. It'll generate your chart, and all you have to do is look for the symbol for the moon. In Thai, that's Jun, and it'll tell you which Reuk you were born under. Now, before we finish up, I want to leave you with a really important thought on how to approach all of this. It's best to think of this system as a powerful tool, but it's a guide, not a guarantee. The core idea is basically this. When you line up what you're doing with the right cosmic energy, it's like swimming with the current instead of against it. It can just make things flow more smoothly. But, and this is a big but, it doesn't replace your own effort or your free will. At the end of the day, your own actions are what really determine the outcome. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If you had this cosmic forecast and you knew that today was a king day, perfect for leadership, or a monk day, perfect for quiet reflection, how would that change your approach? What would you choose to focus on?